You are listening to the Talking Shrimp podcast. My name is Mitchell Lewin, and you are?
I'm Joel May.
Hello, Joel May. I am Mitchell Lewin.
We introduce ourselves by first and surnames.
Today only, though.
Yep, that's
and
it.
Maybe again in the future, I don't know.
Yep.
We might do it. Well, thank you for joining us and listening to this podcast. This is number 18 of the Talking Shrimp podcast, isn't it not?
Yeah, we're getting through it.
We are getting through the numbers. We are fastly getting through the new year.
It is mid-January.
It's
cold.
Mid-January.
It's dark.
It's horrible.
It's wet.
It's what's the word? Brisk. Is that the right word?
Yeah, you've used that a few times.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's because it's a good word.
Brisk.
It describes
Spell it.
cold wind. I can't spell it.
Oh.
I'm not even going to attempt to spell it. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Feeling sneezy?
Not so far, but I do want to...
You
I
just
do want to
said,
sneeze on this podcast.
Yeah, you just said before this episode, you're like, I think this might be the one I sneezed today.
Yeah, I've sneezed today and it felt quite good. So I'm hoping if I do sneeze, I sneeze like I do on the PlayStation,
Which is like
7 or 8 times in a
yeah,
row.
which after the fourth one, it's still funny, and then the sixth and seventh, it's
Get
kind of annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I can't control it.
Well, I think you should. I think you should do something about it.
Well, what do you want me to do? Plug my nose?
Yep, that's what I do. If you're gonna sneeze, do you want to know how to stop a sneeze?
Hold both nostrils.
How is both
Then
nostrils?
your eyes pop out.
No, just don't. No. Before, if the sneeze is coming, let it happen. Don't force stop the sneeze.
Oh no, yeah, don't stop the sneeze.
Yeah,
Never stop a sneeze.
No, you can get like an aneurysm from that.
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
That's like.
That's legit.
Yeah, that's legit. I'm being serious. Yeah.
We spit facts on this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Not like one of the last episodes where we spoke a load of shrimp.
Yep.
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 There we go. But yeah, no. So if you hold your nose like this.
Yep.
And like hold your mouth in so that you're not breathing as well. For me, it works. It stops the sneeze.
Yeah, I feel better after sneezing though.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I want
if you're in a situation where you're like, oh, I better not sneeze now. Like you're at a gig and it's like a quite intimate song. You're like, oh no,
Yeah,
oh no,
or church.
Yeah. When do you go to church?
For a gig.
Yeah, fair enough. that is accurate.
Yeah,
that
it
is accurate.
Yeah. See?
So yeah, it's my episode today, isn't it? To sort of point you in the direction of where I want you to go.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of given you the reins on this one because I've got a load of ideas, but I can't decide on one. So it's your intro. It's your
all
your
I've
episode.
got for you today is one question.
One question.
And one question only.
Half an hour.
It probably will be more than one question in the end. But
hit me.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh God.
What for you, Joel, is the meaning of life?
Okay.
And then we'll elaborate more on from that.
Would you like a genuine answer or
give me a funny one first, and then I wanna
the meaning of
I
life?
want it to go a bit more.
To
I want
me
a mellow
or generic?
episode.
Generic as well.
Generic for now, and for you, and then we'll get the funny ones over. Have you got a funny answer for me?
Not in the barrel. Give me a minute.
Okay.
It's hard to improvise sometimes.
Well, it is hard to improvise, but yeah. So what's the meaning of life for you then?
Well, the genuine meaning of life.
Yeah. Generally, what's the meaning of life?
I guess try not to die until it's your time.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I do agree with you.
I mean,
yeah. Well, thank you for listening. Thanks, Joel.
Yeah.
No,
that's true, isn't it? That's
true.
actually a fact.
Yeah,
you should do that.
Yeah, you should try not to die
until it's your time.
Well, yeah, you can't do a lot about it if it just happens.
Yeah, I know, but you know, if if you're doing well in life and you, I don't know, do the basics. I know it sounds stupid, but if you keep eating, you keep breathing, you keep sleeping and stuff, like you're gonna survive. So
I'm doing a few of them things.
Yeah, if the meaning of your life is that, I mean, the meaning of my life personally is to please the ears of our audience through this podcast every week.
Such a suck up.
They love me.
To be fair, you're here to not. I don't mean this as a horrible way. You're here to bring the substance.
Substance.
No offense to you. Yeah.
In life,
because I'm not very good at everything. You bring substance to my life, mate.
Oh, that's.
You know how people saying we're so nice to each other on this podcast.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Oh God.
No, well, you're more creative than I am, and I'm more of in some ways, and I'm quite practical in.
I'd say you're more you're more practical and like headstrong and probably smarter than I am, but
yeah,
I'm just a funny bastard.
Well, most of the time,
I bring the fun.
Yeah, and then I have that underlined funny humour that some people get sometimes.
Yeah.
That I have to rein in sometimes because I realise it's not that funny.
Yeah, no, it's good. You've got like a very dry sense of humor. I've got kind of a stupid sense of humor.
Yeah, mine's like dry/dark,
Yeah.
and I have to rein in where I say the dark sometimes.
Sometimes
Because sometimes thoughts come to my head and I'm like, oh, can't say that.
Yeah,
where I
you've
am
done
now.
quite well recently.
Yeah, I've reined it in a lot.
Yeah.
I used to be just like so open and just say stuff, but
Yeah, whereas my intrusive thoughts are like, recently we've been, in shops and stuff, and I'll pick up something like a vase or something,
Yeah.
and I'll just say to you, like, what if I just smash this?
yeah,
What if I just throw this on the floor?
Yeah.
Bang!
What were you holding the other day? Like some soap or something, wasn't it? Or some weird like that.
Yeah, something, I don't know.
And
something
you were just like, oh, imagine if I just threw this on the floor.
Yeah, I've done it. Everything. I
It's the
bought a pop
intrusive
figure
thoughts.
today, and I said about just
Throw
throwing it on the floor. And see what
Yeah, and I
happens.
picked up like a cuddly toy, and I was like, oh, the intrusive thought, and I was like,
Launch
just
it across the
pretending to
shop.
launch it across the shop. Yeah,
Yeah.
just in my head, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's my answer. So
that's it. That's all you've got for me.
Well, no, I mean that's the genuine one. If
Yeah,
we're all gonna die one day.
what-
This
what-
planet won't mean anything in a couple 100,000,000,000 years. I don't know. In the future, we're just gonna be like floating around space like we were at the start. So who cares?
Yeah, it's gonna reverse the Big Bang, and the Big Bang will be this planet exploding, which will then be the start of a new life, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
who knows?
Who
Something
needs to
different.
listen to Brian Cox when we've got all these facts about science?
To be fair, I know nothing. I wish I knew more.
What's your favorite planet?
Uranus.
Whoa!
And here we go. This is where my funny comes out.
Oh, isn't that a chilly one?
Sorry,
It's a chilly one.
that's in South America.
See, it's. If
It's
you're laughing
stupid.
at this in the car, do that.
Nobody's laughing at that.
I know one person that probably will be laughing at it.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to them.
Well, I mean, yeah, take it personally. That was for you. Whoever
Yeah.
that person is.
To be fair, saying about that, we've only name dropped one person on this podcast, haven't we?
I remember who it is. Do you?
I remember who it is.
Hold on, let's pause for a second so the audience can think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the pause.
There you
Would you? You could. Do you want to name drop the person
yeah,
again?
yeah. It was Nana Pat.
It was your
It was
nan.
my nan. She's called Pat.
Yeah.
I call her Nana Pat or Nanny Nunu.
NNN on your phone.
Yeah, the reason I call her Nanny Nunu is because of the Hoover off Teletubbies.
Okay. You've told me this before, but why?
I haven't got a clue. That's
Oh,
the reason
okay.
why, though. I was watching Teletubbies when I was younger and decided that the Nunu Hoover should be
have-
my nan's name.
It should have nanny at the start.
Yes.
So it
So
became
it looks like
Nanny
my nan,
Nunu.
and NNN was born.
Oh, well, she wasn't born then.
No. By the way, she loved that. She listened to that. She loves it.
What episode was that? It was like near Christmas.
Yeah, it was like a year review one or something. Yeah. But Nana Pat, there you go. So
Oh, there you go. Name
Yeah.
dropping again.
maybe that'll be the first guess. Who knows?
Your nana's the first guest.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about who should we have as guests, but
Yeah. I'd love to. It's harder than you think to sort.
you're telling me. I'm the one who sorts it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I mean. You're the practical
Yeah,
side of talking shrimp.
Yeah, for reference, if you're listening, we've got a GTA episode coming out soon.
We do. We played GTA the other day and recorded.
It's something
The
we've
whole
wanted
lot.
to do for a while, isn't it?
Yeah. It was just
Well-
like a thing we've been saying about with not just GTA, a few other bits and bobs, but
Yeah.
GTA was a good start.
Yeah, because we like obviously we talk a lot together and we talk a lot of shit on GTA, and
Yeah.
this is you're like, oh,
There's
well,
no aim to it. It's just
No.
like, the games just
So,
do whatever you like. Pretty
yeah,
much.
this is a preview for that. That'll probably either be coming out in this week coming, or
Yep.
possibly the following week. I don't really know yet.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
might see it on
finished.
TikTok
I've
or
spent
whatever,
like
but-
3 hours editing it,
Yeah. it's
so
good. Yeah.
I'm about halfway through. So
Yeah.
there we
But
go.
I think we've got quite a good balance to this podcast. You have definitely done the practical side to
Yes.
a T. You have done this class. But the reason it's called Talking Shrimp is me. So,
Yeah.
like, on that basis...
that's what I mean.
like,
You're better at coming up with things, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you are good at the bread and butter stuff, and I'm good at the film.
Exactly. Yeah. You're the
that
cranberry.
the way you
You're the
want.
cranberry sauce to my sandwich.
That's it, mate.
That's a joke that only 4, 5, 6 people will understand.
Yeah, and I very much respect you after that.
Yeah.
Not the
Eat
joke,
it whole,
the-
mate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Do you want to
Down
just
in
give
one.
context to that?
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve, obviously not this podcast episode.
Yeah.
For
What
reference,
game were we playing?
we were playing Taskmaster, the game,
Love that.
at our friend's house.
Yep.
And we had everyone there. There were 6 of us, so yeah, that's everyone.
That's everyone. Yeah.
And what was you were Taskmaster,
The question was, you guys had to make me the smallest sandwich for the Taskmaster trophy's head.
which was Greg Davis.
Yeah, and it
Greg
was probably
Davey.
about the size of like a chess piece.
Yeah, it was like a tiny little
Yeah.
pawn/knife.
And
chess piece.
everyone else made a tiny sandwich, as concluded in that, basically.
And what
That
did I
was-
do?
Mitch decided to look up Greg Davis, who is the Taskmaster, his favourite sandwich, which was...
Well, it was his favourite meal. I googled what his favourite meal.
Green Thai curry?
Green Thai curry.
Yeah. And you decided to, first of all, get 2 cloths, was it?
Do you want...
Or
so
microfiber cloths?
Do you want me to walk through what I actually did?
Yeah, I mean, you did it, so I don't know why I'm explaining it.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Okay, well...
It's your podcast. Go.
So that was the task, and I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I walked into the kitchen. I was like, right. Everyone was messing around with a knife and chopping board and making the tiniest sandwich they could, like using like little like egg cups to make like little circles and stuff like that. I was like, bollocks to this. I was like, what do I want to eat? I was like, I opened up the fridge and there was a tub of cranberry. I was like, I like cranberry. And I reached into a bag of bread and I just grabbed a piece of bread out, slabbed some cranberry on, folded it in half and went and sat down at the table. And that's all I did. And then as I was sat there, I was thinking, I'm not going to win this. What can I do to win?
Yep.
And then I googled what Greg Davis's favourite meal was. And surprisingly enough, very easy to find. It actually came straight up.
Yeah.
Green Thai curry.
I don't know any truth in it, but...
And then I turned around and there was like a green cloth behind me and I was like, excellent. I'll just tie that up. I'll tie that. And then I've got a green tie. And then it wasn't a curry, but...
And to be honest, that's why I gave you the double.
I won.
Yeah, the reason being is that because you're practical and you're quite like black and white with like how you think and do stuff, I expect you to make me a small sandwich.
Yeah.
And you didn't. And then you went obscure and abstract with the tying of the cloths, and I was like, this is exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
So I gave you the points.
Thank you. And then I also got an extra point.
Yes.
For eating it all in one go.
The whole sandwich.
It brought a tear to my eye multiple times.
Yeah, I
shoved
concerned.
a whole piece of bread with cranberry sauce in it in my mouth.
Yeah.
And tried to swallow it in one.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't swallow. No, I didn't.
Like a seagull.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't swallow it in one. But
yeah, it was good.
It took me a while to chew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not good. So yeah, how did we get to that?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I asked you what the meaning of life was, and we've started talking about Taskmaster and your nan.
Yeah, well there you go. That's the meaning of life.
Yeah, fair enough.
Taskmaster and my nan.
It is. Well, I will full circle back to the meaning of life because I do want to discuss this more.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'll elaborate if you want.
Not really.
Okay.
So
thanks. You carry on then.
Yeah, sure.
I'll have a drink and listen to you.
Well, I was kind of going to flip it around on you anyway, but you didn't really give me a chance. You just had a go at me. You can continue to have a go at me and abuse me. It's just the viewers will hate you more.
I'm just drinking some peach squash, mate. You do you.
Oh, can we just say about peach squash? If you haven't tried peach squash, it is life-changing. Game-changing. It is. A A-tier drink. I wouldn't say S-tier. It's class.
It's honestly, the best. I'm going to say it. The best squash.
I think it is, yeah.
Better than apple juice, better than orange juice. Well, like better than blackcurrant squash. Yeah, not juicy squashes.
No, but yeah, peach squash is class. Yeah.
Go to your local Tesco and other supermarkets are available.
No, fuck that.
Why is Tesco's expensive? Aldi and like Lidl.
No.
Where?
Home Bargains.
Home Bargains.
Go to Home Bargains. 3 for £3. Quid each. Quid a bottle.
Are they?
Yep.
They're not all the time though.
For the Robinsons ones.
They're not all the time though.
Most of the time.
Oh, they're like 79p and like.
For the generic ones, but
yeah, but that's good. That's what I'm drinking. That's what you're drinking.
Well, yeah, but you may as well just.
Is my drink that I prepared for you not good enough? Is that what you're saying?
To be fair, you clean the glass and then
I always clean the glass before I put a drink in it.
Yeah, and then you filled it up with peach squash, and I put it to my mouth, and it was warm.
The glass was warm.
And my brain couldn't
Well, I used
register.
hot water to clean the glass.
Yeah.
And then dried it off, but the glass was still warm when I put the peach squash and water in it.
Yeah. By the way, you know that scene in Madagascar?
You're gonna have to be more specific. If
Madagascar, right? If anyone's watched Madagascar, not to spoil it, right? So King Julian panics. Everyone panics. All the lemurs are panicking, and they start like saying about like the Fusa are coming. The Fusa.
Yes.
Yeah. It just made me think of it. What you said earlier. You said something like that, and
what?
I don't know. Listen back to it.
What did I say?
I don't know. Something about like Fusa, but like it wasn't Fusa. I can't remember. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Yeah, do you remember that?
No.
That's scary. Actually.
Oh yeah, I remember it. Do you know what? That's the second time in 2 episodes we spoke about Madagascar.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good film too, man. Not as good as Over the Hedge.
Oh, Over the Hedge is a classic banger.
It's great.
It's a certified banger.
Yeah, and the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Family of Me.
Yeah, how does it go? Can you remember?
Oh
yeah, it does go like that.
It's well, like, emotional.
How great I am. It's that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
How great I am. Anyway.
Another good soundtrack is Robbie Williams for Johnny English. Man for All Seasons. What a
Do you know what?
that's
I
a
didn't
banger.
realise until you showed me. I
That it
used to
was
love
Robbie Williams.
yeah, Johnny English when I was growing
Yeah.
up, the first one. I didn't realise that like
Did it not?
he did the soundtrack for it.
Oh, that's good. Maybe, yeah, we should whack some more songs and stuff in our playlist on Spotify.
To be fair,
because I got rid of all the
Christmas songs.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's completely... Well, it's not blank. There's just ones that we've been listening to at the moment.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, only a few. Only, like, generic couple
Oh, right, to be
we've
fair.
said about or anything. But,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, go on then. What's the
Meaning
meaning
of
of
life.
Yeah, hit me.
I wanted this to be quite like deep episode, but it's not really not got there.
Well, no. I mean, we can do a deep episode. I just feel like the comedy and stuff that we offer these viewers, you know, I've heard of people crying in the car to us for the last couple of episodes.
I hope they're not crying in the car. Did we make them feel that sad?
I didn't. They like me.
It must have been that Jurassic Park comment.
It
that I
must have
made.
been you.
Yeah. No, I presume you mean crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Someone's cried with laughter listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's,
Yeah.
that's
Not my nan either.
That's the serotonin I needed for today.
Well, exactly. If that doesn't make you want to do this podcast, then
We've made upgrades to the studio that we're in, haven't we?
we've upgraded.
We've got a massive picture of a shrimp on a TV screen right in front of us.
Many shrimps actually.
Well, yeah, not just one.
We've got a few photos of us from the first ever time
episode,
we recorded a
yeah.
podcast,
Which I got you for,
the photo.
and the photo that I got as a Secret Santa present
Yeah.
with us and our friends with their dog
Yep.
and the talking shrimp name above it.
Love it. But yeah, we might start recording the podcast maybe in the next couple of months, just like to put on YouTube with the actual video of us.
We're toying it,
talking.
aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna
With the
play
video.
around and stuff with a few things. I mean, it should be fine with actually recording the podcast like how we are now, because this is completely unedited. This is exactly like, you know, everything that we are saying is all in sync. Like we don't cut any of this, so
No,
it's
these
exactly
are
how
all
you're
live.
hearing it.
The,
Yeah,
the only thing we used to do, obviously up until New Year's, was I used to edit out swear words. That was it.
yeah.
But everything is...
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. That's not happening anymore. We swear now.
Yeah.
This is all unedited.
I don't think that's that bad. I
It's
really
not,
don't think
and
it's that
I
bad. We
think-
don't just. It's not every other word.
No.
No.
Well, it was then.
It was then. Yeah,
Fuck
fair
that
enough.
shit is every other word.
Oh, I said it again.
Well, we just said it 3
That's
times.
6.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. Well, I don't really know. I know why I didn't want us to swear. I
Yeah.
I wanted this to be like this family friendly, but then I realised it was holding us back quite a bit.
Yeah,
And-
especially with like the deep stuff as
Yeah,
well.
'cause
That,
it-
you know, a
some-
family wouldn't listen to. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And
No,
to be fair, in some of the first episodes, we were talking about some weird stuff anyway. So
yeah,
literally, episode 7, we were talking about kicking an alien or something. 6, 7.
yeah, we were. Yeah,
So one of them episodes, we were talking about kicking an alien child,
yeah. Well, I was.
and I
I don't
was.
know if you'd do that.
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the meaning of life is, for me, just being happy. And that's
Isn't
all
that
I wanted
nice
you to
and
say.
Sweet and warm.
That's all I wanted you to say. And then my follow-up question was going to be,
What makes you?
what makes you happy, Joel?
You do.
From the Talking Shrimp podcast. I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That isn't even a joke.
Aww.
I'm being honest.
Do you want to elaborate on more why I do? You can make my ego feel
I
better.
don't know. I think we've
I'll
been through
appreciate
quite
it.
a lot together, and I think the consistency of some of the fun things that we do it's been that, like, I don't know. It's probably been like that for what, over a decade now. And for us, like, a decade's long, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to other people, it might not be. But I mean, we've been
Over a decade now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, we've been going to football matches every other week, like, literally so consistently. Regardless of the result, it's class to, you know, go with you, sit with you and everything. Like, it's good.
The bread and butter of why we're friends is because of football. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to say the actual story of how we
I think we
became
have
friends?
said it, but by all means, say it again. I think it was one of the early episodes. I'm sure we said it.
I think
but-
it was actually. Yeah,
but-
it was to do with football, and like, I had a football team, and my dad ran it, and yeah, you decided to kick a ball from one side of the playground to the other side of the playground with no hesitation, and I asked you to come train with us.
Yep.
And play with us, and That's
That's it. That's
Just
how
when
the story
start
goes.
going to football games like properly together, because you were like into football before that,
But not really. Yeah, like usually in
Yeah.
families, there's like, oh, my dad supports this team, my
Yeah.
mum supports this team. In my family, it's like nobody really likes football.
No, and the only reason like your mum will talk about it is because of you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. You know,
Like, my granddad used to like football and stuff, but
yeah, it wasn't like,
not massively. Like,
no. Whereas my family, it was like
yeah,
every Saturday,
Yeah.
like that. There was that routine and that where, like, I've always known it in my life. Like I've always done that since I can remember. But, yeah, it's good. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
For
so-
me, like I used to play. I remember getting a PSP. And I had FIFA 07 on it, and that's
Same.
what got me into
Yeah.
not into
Yeah.
football, because I had like Football Manager on the PS2.
yeah. But
And
to
I-
start no players,
Yeah.
kits, teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because I mean that's why, like, you know the one TikTok that I posted with the flags. That's the only reason I know flags and stuff.
I don't know if you posted that for
Oh, I might
reference.
not,
I
but
don't
well, there you
think you
go.
posted that
Spoiler.
You'll post that at some point.
Yeah.
I've got one to post as well about flags.
Yeah, but
to be
that-
fair, it might come out before this episode.
Yeah,
comes
but
out.
that's the only reason we know flags so well. Football. It's FIFA.
For you, yeah. Mainly for me
Well,
as
mainly.
well. But yeah, like
Mainly.
the obscure flags, obviously, they're not as...
No,
I-
but
I'm
like,
quite a nerd with flags. I like learning about
yeah, but I'd
flags.
say like a good portion of it is that, you know.
Mm.
But anyway, yeah. So going back to the happiness, yeah, I would say that. Not just you. There's a lot of other people in my life like that. Not, you know, shout out to all you guys listening and stuff, and appreciate you lot. But yeah, I don't know. I think because of other people like who have come into our lives sooner and through like after maybe events and stuff, I'd like, let's say,
Can you elaborate on what you mean by like events?
so like when we've been through stuff together and things like that, and
right,
like
okay.
with friends who maybe we're not friends with anymore, and then like new friends come in and they dip out or whatever, you know. I think we've always had like, we've always been quite consistent. I mean, like, we've never properly fallen out, really.
No, not really.
Like, we've had arguments and squabbles and stuff, but,
But not
I've never been
massive.
like I've spoke to you, I would probably say every day
Probably.
for most of a decade.
Yeah, there may be like the odd day, but I think, yeah, we probably spoke
Yeah.
to each other like, yeah,
Yeah, which is
at
mad.
least every day. And if it's not been every day, it
Yeah.
would be the next day if we miss one
And
day.
the only other people that I can say that for is probably my mum and dad.
Yeah, and me.
It's probably about it.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the same for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, look at us being all cute.
Yeah.
Well, this was meant to be deep, so I suppose that's good.
Well, that's slightly deep, I'm being honest. So
Yeah,
but
no, that's good. Less about...
if you want to know what really brings me happiness,
yes.
anything with vanilla in. Love that shit.
Vanilla.
Yeah, I love vanilla. Yeah.
I love vanilla too, to be fair.
It's great.
Ice cream, candles.
Yeah.
The best candles are vanilla.
Yeah, they're pretty good to be fair. Or like ocean ones. I like ocean ones.
Oh, I quite like musky, like sandalwood candles.
Yeah, we did say about candles. If we do like a video of this podcast, we'll get a candle each episode.
Oh, we did say that, didn't we?
Yeah, I
If
love a
we do a
candle.
video and we're going to smell, like, have a
Yeah.
different
Our
candle.
first
every
bit
episode.
of merch is a shrimp candle.
we,
Smells of
we
shrimps.
again, we need to look at sorting. Well, I mean, let us know. Would you guys be interested in merch?
Yeah, would you actually buy in?
Yeah, because obviously we're not very big, so
No, but we could do like cool little key rings and stuff. Or,
yeah.
you know.
And like, I mean, I got you a hat.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a one of one though. Maybe not another hat.
One
Maybe a
of one.
t-shirt. I want to maybe look at a t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. We're not there. We're not at that yet, are we? Let's
Chat shrimp get banged.
What was the one I listened to? What were we saying before? I listened to the Talking Shrimp podcast, and all I got was this lousy shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
a
it.
t-shirt with on that one. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot I'd like to do with this, and
Yeah.
we're enjoying it. So
Yeah, it's kind of like a little update, really. This one as well.
Yeah.
Like, we've touched on quite a lot of what we're doing and stuff, and you know.
I mean, we haven't really spoken about the meaning of life. I've got to be honest. I haven't. You have spoke a little bit.
Well,
about it.
yeah. I mean, you asked me the question.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so
So the
that's
meaning
it.
of life for
We'll see
me.
you tomorrow.
Well, no. I want to talk about.
Go
I want to
on.
talk about me. no,
No,
well,
go
not
for
me.
it. I'm intrigued to hear this. I don't know which angle you're gonna go for, but yeah.
I don't know. I just mean it more wholesome. I just think the meaning of life is for being happy, and everyone should be happy. Like going back to when we had that deep episode, and I was like, oh, there's so much to live for in life. There
Yeah.
is so much to live for in this life. Like, if you're waking up every morning thinking, God, I don't want to do what I'm going to do today, like, don't. Like, you're obviously not happy. Obviously within reason. Nobody really wants to go to their job, but if you're really at the point in life where you don't, like, every day And even when you're at your job, not liking your job, do something about it. Like, no one's forcing you to do the job you're doing.
Yeah, I agree. And
That's
I think,
not me aiming at specifics or any people. I'm just
no,
like,
but
people should enjoy life. That's all I'm trying to say.
yeah, if you want to take anything from this podcast, take that as like motivation to not go and quit your job, but reassess the situation and
Yeah.
you know,
Because like
open it up a bit.
everyone says, "Oh, like I don't like my job" and all that lot. But the reality is, when you get to your job, if like it's the same with anything. For me, I'm quite often like, "Oh, I don't want to go to that gig. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do this." But when I'm doing things, I actually enjoy them.
Yeah.
So like that's like me with work in a way. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's also like that
obviously me.
glass half full thing as well. If you always look at the negatives with stuff,
Yeah.
you're never going to enjoy or find the positives in it as much, you know.
Do you know what I miss as a kid?
Yeah.
When you used to just be so excited about things.
Oh, yeah, like Christmas.
Yeah.
That was a really good example because
Oh,
now I
yeah.
don't care really.
Yeah, like it
Like,
just
it takes
you're
me
like,
a lot, you know.
So disappointing.
Or your birthday or
Yeah,
you know, loads
birthday
of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you used to like get so excited about things,
Yeah.
and then
I'd say it in football as well is the same.
football has got a bit like it recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little
well,
bit.
not recent because of
Probably
previous
more
football,
so since COVID. I was more thankful for it to be back because I needed it like more for my like mental health than actually enjoying it.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah,
I don't sit there. I wouldn't say I sit and enjoy watching a whole game of football as much as I ever did. Do you know what I mean? Like I enjoy moments and I enjoy like the people I'm there with and the like atmosphere more so than the actual game a lot of the time.
I do agree with you. Yeah,
Like even watch it on TV and stuff, you know, like I'll put it on, but I'm not as intrigued. And like as a kid, I used to watch a lot of Liverpool games, and I would literally be like fixated on it and
yeah.
try and work out like I don't know, like learn stuff, positions, like play, and you know, like watch every single bit of that football
Do
match.
you think we've just learnt so much about it now that there's not really? I say there's not a lot more
No,
we
because
could learn
I think
about
if we do something different and we go down different routes, so like if we did do like the ghost hunting stuff and we went to, you know, a place and did all this or whatever, I would be excited for it, but like I'd be more excited to hear people's reactions or something like that. I'm not excited for stuff necessarily.
That's circling back to Christmas. That's the same with like Christmas for me. Like I get more
Yeah.
excited in what I'm getting people than what I've
Yeah,
got.
their reaction on
Yeah,
what
like,
you get.
oh,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's like what you did for me with my Secret Santa present,
Yeah.
which I still haven't done.
Oh yeah.
Have we
Do you want-
explained this on the podcast?
I don't think we have. We might have.
So a different friend group that we did Secret Santa with.
Yeah.
Like I had someone else in the group, and you know someone else had you, and all around.
Yeah.
And you had me, didn't you?
I did. I got you for the second year in a row.
Yep. And last year, do you want to explain what you did for me?
Last year, I decided to get a very unmeaningful photo of you and a friend that you haven't seen in God knows how long since school, and I printed this photo off and I put it in a box, and decided to wrap
just for
that
clarity,
box.
when you say in a box, you mean in a box, in a box.
Yeah, three
inside
boxes.
of boxes, boxception.
Yeah, boxception. Yeah, definitely. And then I wrapped. I think I used definitely two rolls of sellotape and a whole roll of duct tape.
The duct tape was awful.
Yeah, to wrap the
the
box
duct tape
in.
was so bad.
Oh, each individual box, I think. was
Yeah,
wrapped.
every box was wrapped individually.
Yeah. And it really wasn't worth it then. So that was funny last year. Fair
It
enough.
took me ages.
And I felt quite bad because obviously it took you a long time to get into the present that wasn't worth it. So I decided this year to get you a meaningful present and make it secure enough because it was quite valuable.
Well, I don't even know what it is yet.
No.
Just for clarity, I don't know what it is yet.
So, yeah, I thought about it more because that one was just a bit silly. It wasn't, you know, it was silly. It was silly of me. And I wanted to put more effort. I wanted to be more meaningful. So I decided to get this present and get a few molds, the same exact molds. So I think there were eight of them, 9 of them?
9 of them.
9 exact molds in about the same size as like a jelly cup.
Yeah.
Or something like that, yeah, or yogurt or whatever. And I filled each of them with quick dry concrete.
Yep,
Cement.
you did. You definitely did.
Yeah.
And what was inside? Well, not what was in. What inside one of them
And yeah,
is a present for me.
Yeah, inside one of these is a present. The problem is when I was wrapping these, which by the way I did a good job on. The wrapping was, I took a lot of care in that
You
wrapping.
wrapped them all individually.
I wrapped them all individually and put them in a Quality Street tub. And the only problem is I don't know which one it is in.
I don't either. I still haven't broke into them.
No, and I
So-
think that's really ungrateful.
I haven't had time. As I just said, I've spent like 3 hours there editing a GTA video.
Well, you didn't have to.
I kind of did.
We didn't have to record the GTA video in the meantime. Like you've had those presents prior to all that.
I have, but I haven't had a time in my life when I thought, I'm going to go and break open all of them 9 things. Just for clarity, is the thing breakable inside?
I never said it was breakable.
Is the item you got me inside one of these gifts breakable?
If I'm completely honest with you, I can't remember what the item is.
Oh, it can't be that good then.
So
It'll be a surprise for all of us. Well, hopefully then, sometime soon, I
We'll
can
let you know.
update on this podcast when it'll be.
yeah,
The only problem is that's going to be a few episodes away from when we record this one now.
very true.
Because, as you guys know, we record these tend to be like a few at a time or whatever.
Yep.
This is the first one we're recording today.
Yeah, this is the first one recording.
I don't know how many we're going to record today,
No,
which
could
will
be
set
2,
back.
could be 4, could be whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set back from when yeah.
Yeah, just before we do go though, I'd like to touch on, if we're going deep or ish sort of thing,
Go on.
the mental health one.
Yeah.
The episode 15. If you guys haven't listened to it, it's probably the best
The
thing we've
first
ever
one of
done.
the year, I think it was
Class.
15.
Yeah. How's your mental health been since then? So about fortnight or so.
Okay, I had a bit of a. I think the weather affects me quite a lot. I think we had a really shit, like, it's been a bit shit weather-wise.
It's been dark. Like, get
yeah.
up dark, come home dark.
Yeah. I had a bit of a shit day the other day, but other than that, I'm alright. I went to the gym on, just for reference, what is it today? Thursday? I went to the gym on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Going to the gym's good, but yeah, it's alright. I just, like, looking at booking holidays with you and whatnot and stuff is
Taking the Talking Shrimp on tour.
taking the Talking Shrimp on tour, which we'll talk about more in future.
Yeah. But I think you need it to keep you motivated, keep you going.
I have to be like
like
motivated.
football
with
this
stuff.
weekend and stuff, like keep you going.
I like having things to look forward to. Like
Yeah.
having the cinema booked and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I'd rather use money for stuff like that than save it all. Like, I know you maybe in a couple of years' time you might have more, but in those couple of years, those couple of years are a long time.
Yeah.
So you need to prioritize a little bit of money and, like you said, just be happy, keep being happy.
Yeah, that's it. Use your money on stuff that makes you happy rather than just
Yeah.
keeping it. But I'm okay. I'm pretty good. I'm alright. I'm
Good.
fine. I'm fine. What about you?
Well, I've got a really good news to be fair, because on the whole OCD front, I've been telling myself a lot recently, like, fuck off and stuff. Like,
just for clarity, that's a positive.
yeah, massively.
Okay,
'Cause,
good.
like, I wasn't even like contemplating doing it a couple weeks ago, and after that, I think after hearing a lot of people's reactions to it and how like open I was, it was good to hear like it made a little bit of a difference with people. Like, I don't care what people come out and say, like, oh, well done or anything. Like we said, I don't care what reactions people have from this. We just want it to make a positive effect.
Yeah.
And having seen that, it's kind of helped me out with it. So I over the last week or so, like, probably the best I've been in the last 12 months, to be honest.
That's good, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so in return, I suppose then, that positive feedback has been positive for us.
Yeah, it's
Because I would say the same. It's been good
like I
to
never
hear.
wanted anything, but it turned into like this, I don't know, nice little paradox that works.
Yeah.
It's helped someone, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it, isn't it? So it's like nice to know that it's made people understand, and it's nice to hear people's nice words.
Yeah, like I don't care what
suppose
people think about us and stuff.
Yeah, I understand that's what you were trying to say.
But yeah, it's good to hear. So yeah, just want to touch on that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
Especially
good.
after the last few episodes, it's been really funny.
Yeah,
like,
just
ridiculous.
stupid episodes. So
Yeah.
a bit more serious, I suppose.
Facts that are true because we make them up.
That's what you said.
Yep, that's a fact.
Well,
It is a fact. I did say it. Didn't make that up, did I?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch on that episode. Go back and listen to it.
Yeah,
I
go
can't
back
even
and
remember.
listen
It's if you haven't listened to it, which you probably should have, because if these are ordered numberly.
Yeah, go listen to it.
Episode 16.
Yeah, I think so.
Paper sharp in the south. Paper is sharp in the south, not sharper.
Yep.
Sharp in the south. I had to rename that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and we will stop this, have a drink, and record episode 18 next?
This is 18, I think.
Was it? So, I don't know, 19 then?
I don't know.
Whatever that is, we fucked up the order, I can't remember.
I'll have it right.
We'll go have a look. Yeah, fair enough.
I'll have the orders right.
Yeah. Alright, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks. Bye.